Hi guys, my name's Peggy here at Peggy's Still Stitching. As you can tell by the title and my ridiculous bat ears, this is going to be my Halloween stitching plan. So I'm coining it Spooktober. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do like 31 days of Halloween stitching or what I wanted to do. So I'm sticking with this theme because I don't know that I'll be able to stitch every day, being the school holidays as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through patterns that I have that I want to stitch on and patterns that I would like to start. Does that mean that all of these will get started in October? Absolutely not. Does that mean I'll touch all of these in October? Also no. But I would like to focus on these over the next month, including like the new starts. So I'm going to start by just updating you guys. I know I only filmed my last Flosstube video a few days ago, but I've done a lot of work on one of my projects. So I just wanted to share that now at the beginning before the month starts so that I don't feel like I'm cheating. Also in the background here, you can see that I've just haphazardly like hung up some of the Halloween stitching I've done before. So this is the Apothecary by the Witchy Stitcher. This little bat and this little Nevermore is from this year's Halloween cross stitch magazine. This is Serena Sprout by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And this is the Edgar Allan Poe tree from Tiny Botanist. So just thought I'd put them in the background to sort of, you know, and none of them are framed as you can see. So maybe by next Halloween they'll be framed, who knows. All right, so I'm gonna start with just updating you on this one. So this is the Enchanted Quaker that I started 2 weeks ago with Adelaide from Adelaide's Stitches. I'll tag her down below. So this is the pattern. So this will obviously be in Halloween stitching, but this is where I am up to. So I've actually done quite a lot of work on this. It was Adelaide's video this morning or yesterday that actually sort of like derailed me a little bit. I thought I was doing like so well, and I didn't think that this pattern had as many stitches in it as what it does. So I don't use Pattern Keeper, so I don't have a stitch count, but she told me there's 11,000 stitches in there. And I don't know why I didn't think that, but anyway. So since you saw this a few days ago, I'd only completed this one, and then this one. So I've now come down, I've cut my fabric. So this is stitched on a piece of 18 count lavender from Paddock Lane Designs on the raw. And I am using 2 Weeks Dye Works flosses. So I'm using Stepping Stone for the darker color, and then for the purpley variegated, it is Violet. So that is that one. So this is going to be my starting point. I am going to put this down though for a little bit because I've done so much work on it. And I really want to get some new starts in. So I'm going to show you all of the patterns that I've already started, and then I'm going to show you what my plans are. So starting with, now I don't know if you class this as Halloween, but anything that's like got moons or sort of like nightscape things in it is something I'm going to count. So this is the Moon Phase Bell Pull from Tidy Modernist. That's it there. I am stitching mine on a piece of 18 count Stonehenge from Bestitch Me. I'll just fold this over. And this is where I'm up to. So it's a very big pattern with not a lot of progress on there. So I think what I would like to focus on when I do get a chance to pick this one up is completing some of the stars and start the triangle thing coming down. So that's that one there. Okay. What I might do is I might rotate between ones I've already started and ones I would like to start. So this is, what is it called? This is called Old Scully. It is from this year's Cross Stitch magazine. I really like this. I think this looks so cool. I have seen someone stitch this. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But after this video, I'm going to start kitting some of these up so that when I do decide to start them, they're ready to go. So this has a lot of colors in it. I was actually quite surprised. So there's probably going to be a bit of confetti in there. But yeah, I do plan to start this one. I think it's lovely, and yeah. Okay, the next one I'm going to pull from things I have going already is my black pearl. It's from the Witchy Stitcher. So this is what it will look like. I haven't picked this up in a little while, but I do need to. I just get distracted by shiny things, that's all. Okay, so this is where I am up to. So this is stitched on a piece of 18 count lavender fields by Paddock Lane Designs. So I'd like to get a bit of work in on that. Alright, okay. The next one that I would like to start is also from this year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine. So these are the 3 of them. So there's like the man skull and the woman skull. I think this pattern's really cool because I think like you could do, you know, 2 women and just reverse it, or the 2 men and just reverse it. Or so they were, what I would like to do is actually stitch them in one long row so that they're all like together. Yeah, and like this isn't that big. Well, it doesn't look that big. Stitch count is 53 wide, high by 39 wide. So that would be 53 high by like 120 wide, which still isn't a big piece if I did them all together. So I think that that would look really cool as well. And that only has like 3 colors. So definitely something doable. So those are those 3 there. Yep. I'll probably kit this one up straight away as well. So, yeah. All right. I think I have more here of like new things that I want to start. So I'll just go straight on to the next one. So this is also from this year's Just Cross Stitch magazine. This year's magazine was really good. Really, really good. So this is Baba Yaga's Hut by the Stitch Crypt. I've looked at this on Etsy for ages. I've had this in my cart on Etsy for so long. That's what I found with this year's magazine, was there is actually quite a lot of patterns in there that like I had looked at previously. So that's that one. I think I would like to stitch this, shocker I know, but on a purple. I don't know that I have anything that's like that sort of green, but I think it would look lovely on a purple, and I have got a large collection of purples. For those who watch me would know. So there's that one. Oh, I think the pattern on the back isn't one anyway. All right, the next one I'll show is going to be one that I have started. So this, you haven't seen this in a while, is the Floral Sugar Skull from Artist Alley. I love this. I want to finish this so bad. I don't know why I haven't pulled it out. Well, I do. It's a lot of confetti. And when I started this, I wasn't as good at marking off my patterns, and so I sort of was a bit haphazardly all over the place. So I think that's kind of affected me now. So that's fine. Okay. This is where I am up to. So I'll show you. Sorry, this has been folded in the bag for quite some time now. I'm all tangled up at the bottom, but anyway. So from here to here. So I would like to finish this page and then come across and finish this side. because there's not a lot of stitching on that. It's still ambitious with everything else I've pulled out to show, but there's that one. I really want to just get some more stitching in on that. It's now been hanging around for, it's like becoming an older project, so yeah. Okay, the next one I want to show you is from last year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween, and this little green one here. I'd like to stitch this. I think that there's not a lot of colors, it's not a huge pattern. It shouldn't be too hard to pull out and get a decent amount of progress on, so I think that one would be a good one as well, because some of these obviously have a lot of stitches, and I may start them and you get, you know, 300 stitches and then put it down for ages, where this is something that I could definitely get, you know, serious work on in a short amount of time. Yeah, so same thing, I just want to stitch it on purple. I will find something else to stitch this on so that I don't just have like a wall full of purple fabric. Yeah, so that is Boo Watch by Cotton Pixels. That's that one there. Okay, the next one I'll show you is also one that is from Halloween, Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine last year, and this one is Nobody's Home from Stitch Sprout. I love this. Look at it, it's so cute. I love how it looks on that like bright green fabric. Sorry about that, I just had a little visitor come out. These are her ears, so she was very excited to see me with them on. I don't know where I was up to, but this is the next pattern that I would like to start. I don't know if I said that I would maybe try to stitch the ghosts in glow in the dark. I hate glow in the dark thread, I hate stitching with it, but there's not a lot of stitching if I just do the ghosts. We'll see. I do have a bit left of a glow in the dark thread, so maybe we'll see, but that's that one. Okay, so the next one I would like to get some work on is the Greenhouse of Oddities, last year's Lola Crow mystery cell. This is it here. This one is stitched on a piece of 18 count Mummy from Bestitch Me. I don't have a lot left on this, so I think that was like the last two releases. There's absolutely no reason that this is still floating around in my whip pile. So I just need to put some focus in on that, and I think that that falls into the Spooktober plans quite well. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, so the next one I want to start is called Spooky Greetings. This is from last year's Just Cross Stitch Halloween magazine, and this is it here. I think this is really cute, and it's also not very big. Like, it looks big, but really the words, like the lettering, is all just one stitch. It's not two. It'll be quite easy to get through. So that one I would like to stitch as well. As you can see, there's a lot of new starts planned here, so I don't know who I think I am or what time I think I have, but anyway, apparently that's what I'm doing. We'll see, obviously, as the month goes on. Okay, the next one is a new start. I've been talking about this forever. So this is A Little Magic by Stitch Rovia. This is the pattern here. I have already got the fabric for this, so just recently I did an order with Color Cascade Fabrics. I ordered this piece here, which is called Sorcerer, sorry, which is just a really nice mottled navy. I did pick up just the standard Zweigart navy, but I just thought, like, when I picked that up, I hadn't stitched on a lot of hand-dyed fabrics, and I just thought this was really lovely. So I am definitely going to stitch it on that. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to go through my stash and I'm going to fully kit this up, and whatever I don't have, I'll put an order in to JK Stitching like now. Because there's another pattern here that has a lot of like specialty fabrics, specialty threads, and there's a few on there that I will just convert to DMC, but there is definitely some things I want to order. So That is the next one, and I'm going to be starting this afternoon. That's happening. It's going to be classed as October stitching though, because as of today, it is the end of September, in my opinion, okay? So that is that one. This is lovely. I've wanted to stitch this forever, so I'm excited to actually finally start that. All right. I've just shown a heap of new starts in a row, so I'll show something I've already started. So this is, where is she? Maleficent. This is from the Disney Cross Stitch magazine series. I cannot tell you which one because they don't have like pages on them because they're made to go in like, I don't know, organizers or separately. So it's in the motif library, it's 148, but that's it there. I really, really like this. This is on a piece of 18 count lavender flowers, and which way is the right way up? That is where I am up to. This is right on a fold, which is really annoying, but that's where I'm up to. So I've done like her head and one side of the thorns. These came together pretty quickly. I'm done with the top two greens. I now only have like the last green. So yeah, I really like this. Going with this, on my next new start is also a Disney cross stitch magazine piece, and it is who is she? The Evil Queen. And it says, what does it say? I'll be your pumpkin spice. It's really cute. And I think it'll look really nice on this fabric as well. This is a massive piece of fabric, so, and these aren't very big. This one has more stitching than what Maleficent does. So that is gonna go on the same piece of fabric. It has similar colors, so I'm just keeping them together in the same bag. All right, the next two are also from Disney Cross Stitch magazine, so I'll show them together. We have the Evil Queen from Snow White, and it's just like this weird little like bobblehead looking pattern. It's not a very big pattern. There's not a lot of colors in it. I think there are one or two colors that I don't have, which is fine because I'm going to do an order anyway, but I just think she's funny. Like, I just think it's cute. I don't know what I'm going to stitch this on yet because this is quite fair, like around, like her collar is quite fair. I don't want to use purple because her jacket's purple and I think it'll all just blend in. Maybe something blue? I don't know. It's just speculation at this point. This will be a complete surprise, whatever I decide to put this on. So, yep, there's that one. And then the next one is Ursula. She's on a bookmark, I think, but I'm not. I'm just going to stitch her. And it says, your poor unfortunate soul. I've looked at this one for a little while. Whether or not I get it started, I don't know. This is probably one of the ones that are like a maybe, but I did pull it out. It is in the pile of Halloween stitching. There's 20 plus patterns that I'm going to go through here. So she may or may not get started, but she's on the list to start. And I just think that like Ursula's funny. Yeah. And she is terrifying. So, all right. The next one is one I've already started. My goal here with this one is to just get some stitches in. That's all. I don't want to do anything crazy. This is the Haunted House Mansion, which was a mystery series from Tiny Modernist. I'll just show you this. I do have all the cards for the pieces, but yeah. My goal realistically for this is I would like to just stitch, where am I up to? The roof. I've started the roof, and I would like to also then come across and start this side. I'd just like to get a start on this side and come down the roof a bit more. So this one is being stitched on a piece of, oh, I've got to stray. I've got threads all over the place on this thing. I think I put it down in like a hurry the last time I picked it up, and like there's just threads everywhere. But anyway, so piece of 18 count catacombs, sorry, from Bestitch Me. That's it there. Now this, I know I put it down because it's quite soft and I stitch in hand, but this is going to be one where I'm going to crack out a hoop and give that a try again. After talking to the girls at the cross stitch retreat, that might be the thing that makes this doable. The issue with this is that it is such a big pattern and such a big commitment that if I continue to not like it, I will never stitch on it. And this is a piece of Bestitch Me fabric, which to get in Australia sucks. It's expensive, so I would really like to work on it and not waste a whole piece of fabric like that. So we will see, but I definitely want to pull that one out in the next month. Okay, what have I got left? No. This one here is the one I was talking about where I have to order some specialty threads. So this is Nevermore from Lila's Studio. And everything in this is stitched in like fancy floss. So whether it's Week Dye Works or classic cotton threads, whatever it is, all of this is done in specialties. I do have a floss that I think I will use for this. It is what is it, Classic Colorworks Black Coffee that I'm using for a different a different project, but I think that it would look really cool for the bird, and I'm pretty sure I know which fabric I'm going to use for this, so it'll be interesting to see what actually pairs up with what, because I kind of came into this video just to show you what is in that pile and what I plan to like kit up. So as we go through the month, and I think I'm going to try and do weekly updates, then it's sort of a surprise to both of us what I end up kitting these things up with. So yeah, in the description box I will put a tally of which things are whips already and which things are not which things, a number, how many whips versus how many new starts, and then as the month goes through we can see what I end up actually doing. So this is just lovely. Anything to do with Poe, and it's something I want to stitch. And it's quite funny, like I was explaining this to Linda at the table at JK's Just Cross Stitch Retreat 2 weeks ago, and it's not even Poe. So like one of my favorite TV shows is Gilmore Girls. I know it has problems, don't come for me, I get it, but it's just a comfort show for me. And there's one episode where there's like a group of Poes go and stay at the local inn. One episode, and they like do the Raven, and for some reason I just think it's one of my favorite episodes. Out of 7 seasons and 20 episodes a season, it's just one of my favorite. So that is why things like this just draw me in, you know, the poetry, the little Nevermore. I don't know why, but this is definitely happening. I'd also like to stitch Away We Ride from Blackbird Designs, but they don't do PDFs. If they do, I haven't found it. I haven't looked that hard because look at all the new starts I've got planned already. But that is one I'd really like to stitch. I just will have to order it. And then do I order it now when I've created this delightful pile of whips and potential new starts? So yeah. Okay, the next one is, I don't know whether or not this really counts, but she is called The Dark Queen of the Sea by Autumn Lane. So that is her. I think she's so cool. She's a bit dark. I think she counts. I'm including her. Whether or not I actually stitch on her is a different thing, but I'm including her because I haven't pulled her out in ages, and when I first started her, I was going crazy stitching on her. So this is what I've done. So this is on a piece of 18 count. This was called Christmas. It was December's fabric of the month from Patty Clean Designs. So that is where I'm up to compared to, so even if I just finished like her dress, like on her boobs and like finished her stomach, that would be cool. That would be progress. I would be happy with that. So that is that one. All right, we are getting to the end of this tub. I don't know how long this video actually is because I've had to pause a few times because my daughter is home and she was busy and happy, and then she came out and was upset that I had her bat ears on, but then she was happy that I had her bat ears on, and then she came back again in 2 minutes to ask me for her bat ears back. So that's where they went. And then she took them away and they're actually just sitting on the floor now next to me. So I don't know what that's about. All right, the next two are the last ones I want to talk about. So they are both a lot of work. I have no illusions about what I will get done on these. So both of them are, they are the Witchy Stitches Supernatural Cell and the Witchy Stitches, what is it? Sorry, I should have been more organized. Cryptids Stitch Along. I thought so. But this is the Supernatural one. Now, I had started this previously and I was not happy with the fabric that I chose. So I did end up stopping stitching that. I have since actually gifted the fabric to someone else. And I think it would have looked cool. I just wasn't happy with how it was looking. I don't know. It's just, I ended up deciding it wasn't right. And I am going to restart that on this. So this is a piece of 18 count eggshell Ada from Daisy Chain Stitchery. So it's Whoopsie Daisy fabric. It's her fabric. I have another piece very similar called Birch, and that is what I will do the other one on. I am only going to start with showing the Supernatural Cell, just because I think that starting two at the same time is totally ambitious, and you sort of start up the top where they're the same. So I just don't want to get burnt out on that like repetitiveness and then not end up stitching anything. So I'll focus on the Supernatural one, but if, you know, it's going well and I'm happy and I don't feel like I've had enough, I think I'd like to focus just on restarting that one. The other piece is, that's the Birch. So they're similar, but they're not the same, which I think is completely fine. So one's just a bit more, you know, gray and one's a bit more beige. So eggshell, Birch, and I think that both of those would look really cool on that. They're very similar patterns. So yeah, I think that is everything. So call me crazy, that's fine. Comment down below what you are stitching on this Halloween. If you're stitching any of these or you've stitched any of these before, I'd love to see them. So if you have, I'll post a thumbnail of this video on Instagram. So I am Peggy Still Stitching on Instagram as well. I would love to see what you've stitched, what you stitched them on, if these are some, if there's any of these that you want to stitch. I'd love to just see them. So yeah. All right, that is it for today's video. I am now going to play in my fabric stash and in my flosses and kit some of these things up and see what happens over the next month. So I will see you guys in a week, and wish me luck because I have pulled out a lot of things to start. So we'll see. All right, guys, have a good week. Bye.